The relationship between art and science is it's complex in that both fields rely on an audience to make an impact. As an artist, the ability to collaborate with a scientist, it increases my audience and my impact exponentially, and gives me inspiration to communicate in a way that I hadn't before. The basic form of the sculpture represents data growth. So if a viewer were to read the sculpture from bottom to top, it represents a timeline, with the bottom of the sculpture being in the past and the top of the sculpture being contemporary times or the present. The little toadstool platforms that grow out from the vertical trunk represent scientific fields. In theory, the fields grew out of philosophy. So philosophy is the platform at the very bottom. Then as the viewer's eyes move up, fields like biology, mathematics, medicine start to emerge. And when you reach the top, the data growth is exponential. So the form is very top heavy. I actually have a difficult time expressing my ideas in 2 dimensions. When I can work in all three, height, width, and depth, I feel more challenged. I feel like I can hold a viewer's attention for a longer time, and there's a longer read on 3-dimensional artwork. Clay gives me great ability to express and mimic all kinds of different materials, so I'm mostly attracted to clay. That's why I feel sculpture is so great for visualizing data growth, and information in a way that video and text cannot. There's a new layer of communication there, the tactile. There's different types of learners, and some folks learn through tactile communication. So it was important to Dr. Borner and I, when we were discussing this sculpture, that the viewers be able to interact with the piece, that it wasn't just a static form sitting in the gallery. So the marbles reinforce the idea of the interconnectedness of all of the fields. So as the marble travels around the sculpture, it connects the different fields. Fields don't stand alone, they depend on one another. And it also reinforces the idea of growth of data over time. So the marble will eventually travel down to the platform that represents philosophy. Before this collaboration, when I was creating pieces, planning to create pieces, I considered the principles of design. The color, the form, the pattern, how the viewer's eye was going to move around the piece. But it was guided more by aesthetic principles. After collaborating with Dr. Borner and realizing that form and space and surface could be attached to data or represent data, it encouraged me to think completely differently. Just in general, I hope to never run out of ideas. Right now I have more ideas than I could make happen in a lifetime, and I hope that that's always the case. The advice I would give to young artists and scientists would be to always make connections. I'm grateful that Dr. Borner reached out to me to participate in the exhibition. It's a connection that has created a healthy level of discomfort for me as an artist, and times when I'm most uncomfortable are times when I grow the most. So my advice would be to seek out connections, and connections outside of your field.
Oh, sorry, I'm like not listening at all. You're okay. I got it.
Here we go.